there's a life I could have known, one beyond my wildest dreams. Maybe that road could have carried me to streets of gold. Things aren't always as they seem. Looking back on all the chances that I missed, some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist, I wondered what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, that would have kept me from the one I had today. Except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, would have kept me from the one I had today.
Good morning, Robertson County. How you doing? I'm going to try to figure out if I can make all this stuff work. This is 1100 WSGI. I'm U-Turn Laverne, and this is one street over. Let me see if I can hear myself. There I am. I'm trying to figure out this new control board, so bear with me. I couldn't hear myself yesterday, and it's, of course, I didn't push the right button. It's always so much fun when you got something new, but I've just got to brag on Ebenezer Broadcasting. Oh my goodness, what they have done with this facility. It is so cool. Elizabeth just came walking in. Hello, Elizabeth Graves.
Hello.
How you doing? Make sure I got you all turned up there, sister. And Elizabeth Graves, the last time I get to call you Elizabeth Graves, because the next time you'll be in, you'll be Elizabeth.
Yes.
How fun is that? How excited are you? You got the wedding coming up.
31 days.
Oh, I love it. We were just talking. She came in, and I said, I've got another friend that's giving me a count. I'll say, how many days? And she'll go, 35. That's Muriel Barnett. She's retiring after 30-some-odd years teaching. Her son is a senior and graduating, so they were going to finish together, and they're doing that up at White House Heritage. It's just a great family and my dear friend. So she's always giving me the count, and now you're giving me the wedding count. Yes. She's giving me the retirement count. But isn't it wonderful, the seasons of your life? And that's what we were talking about. Y'all probably wonder, what in the world are they running their mouth about in there? But that's it. So anyway, welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Well, the door is always open. And Elizabeth, it's so funny. We've been messaging each other, and I thought I was messaging her. And finally, yesterday, I got a message from you. Hey, can I come in this week? And I was like, wow, I sent you a couple of texts. So, you have to check your contacts, because sometimes I inadvertently blocked somebody one time when you were going in and checking their contacts and stuff. So you need to probably check and make sure you haven't blocked my number. Because if you're not getting a text from me, that may be it. And, I know you didn't. What my best listener is Paul Rainey. And he's literally on here every single day with me. And if he's not, I haven't seen him this morning. I wonder what's going on. I accidentally blocked him one time, and they're dear friends of mine, and so it could happen. So you might have me blocked. I don't know. So check your settings on your phone. But welcome. How are you this morning?
Good.
So, it takes me 5 minutes to say hi. So there you go. But we have, you've got the wedding coming up, but you've got, 30 days. And it again, next time will be Elizabeth Fletcher. And so I know you're just thrilled. You're going to be
am.
an absolutely gorgeous bride.
Oh, well, thank
Just
you.
beautiful. And so congratulations.
Well, thank you.
But in the meantime, you still got work to do. You got to get all these
Still got
things
work to
done.
do.
What do you have to unpack for us today?
So, first I'm going to start with our, so March is a extension month. Mm-hmm. And to celebrate that, we are having an Easter egg hunt.
Oh, cool.
On Thursday, this Thursday, March 30th. And it's free to anybody and everybody. And we'll have it at the Highland Rim Research and Education Center, located, and I don't know if you know where this is, but it's on Experiment Station Road. So, and most of you, after you turn on Experiment Station Road, you'll know where it is.
Absolutely. And I'm going to get you to pull that microphone a little bit closer to you, if you would. So there we go. And and here's, before you move on from that, I think people that are not from the area do not realize that we have got this, the property there where all the testing and educational facility, which is just a fabulous facility. That's in the area that you're talking about.
Yes.
So you can come to the Easter egg hunt and it'll give you a chance to go, I didn't know this was here.
Yes.
Right? So it's really cool. Yeah, it's cool stuff.
I think our master gardeners will be there.
Oh, fun.
And so that'll be fun.
Very
and
good.
It'll be at 4:00 on March 30th, this
Awesome.
Thursday.
Very good, very good. So,
Yeah.
And with all that said, too, what have you got next? Then keep going.
Okay.
I'm still playing with the settings on the board here, so you just have to make sure. I'm making sure everybody can hear. I'm making sure y'all can hear us out there in social media land. So let me know if you can't. But go ahead.
Yes. So, I am a 10-SEP program assistant, and what that means is 10-SEP stands for Tennessee Nutrition and Consumer Education Program, and it's a grant that kind of funds my cooking classes.
There you
So I do cooking classes all day, and it is the best. So it's really fun. So with that, I get to go to senior centers. I can go to schools, anything like that. So right now, I have a class going on at McKendree Arbor, if you're familiar with where that is. It's right in between, it's National Church, like the sign says National Church something.
Right. I'm not sure what it is, but I know what you're talking about.
Yes. It's in between Springfield High School and the old Farm Bureau office is what I say.
Yes.
And McKendree Arbor, I have my last class I have my last class on Monday at 1:00 in their office, and it's pretty fun. I have a fun group up there.
That's
and
right.
So that's ending, but I have an upcoming class.
Oh, cool.
So it's called Eat Well, Feel Well, and it's happening at the Springfield Senior Center on Tuesdays and Thursdays in April. So we won't be having it the 20th, 25th, and the 27th, but we'll have it the first few Tuesdays and Thursdays in April. And I'm really excited about this because, senior centers are very, very close to my heart, and I just love cutting up with them and just everything. So that's going to be happening at the Springfield Senior Center on Tuesdays and Thursdays in April.
I know they love you. I just know they love
so
you.
much fun.
I can imagine when you're coming in that they are just absolutely thrilled just to hang out with you. What are they saying about the wedding? Are they giving you all kinds of advice? And
yes.
Of course,
Yes.
I love it. That's so sweet. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. But you'll have to put your dress back on after the wedding and go and take some pictures with them or something fun.
See, I didn't even think
Yeah,
about that.
they would love that. Are you kidding me? They would love to see you up in your wedding dress. Yeah.
I will have to do that.
Before you seal it up and have it, you need to go take some pictures with those lovely folks.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that would be so
There
exciting.
you go. There you go. These things, they're just so special. If you don't hang out with folks older than you, you just don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing. I tell my students that every day. Yeah, I'm a senior, so I'm a senior citizen. Y'all need to appreciate my wisdom. But anyway, that's wonderful. So what else have you got?
Okay, so 4-H camp.
Oh, fun.
So it was open March 6th, and it's already full. Like most of the camps.
Oh no.
Yeah, but we have another camp that is open. So it's called Electric Camp, and it is really fun.
sounds
Mr.
cool.
Timmy Mann absolutely loves it, and it is happening June 26th through June 29th.
Okay.
It's an overnight camp, and if you want to know more about it, call us.
I love
But
it.
it is 4-H Electric Camp, and we'll be learning about an electric lamp, wind energy, robotics, home energy conservation, electric vehicles, and electrical safety. So if that sounds good to your son or daughter or anybody in your life, then sign them up for Electric Camp June 26th through June 29th. And that's 4-H Electric Camp.
Did you give the ages on that? What are the ages on that? Do you have
fourth-
ages?
4th through 6th.
4 through 6, because it's so funny. I've got some of my students. I'm teaching high school, and some of my students. There's a couple of them that because I like to ask them, what are you thinking you want to do after school? And there's a couple of them that want to go to be linemen to work for the electric company, and so you can see the kids coming into that kind of interest in that type of thing early on. And oh my goodness, what a great career, guys. What a great career working for the electric companies or being an independent electrician yourself. And this would be the thing that can kind of set you on the course to do that. My son, the one that's the electrical engineer, he would have loved to have had this. He would have loved to have gone to this. So talk to your kiddos, guys. I mean, this is such a great thing. And you may have a budding electrician or a budding electrical engineer or a lineman or who knows what. But that's a wonderful opportunity. I can't believe the camp's already full, though. That's amazing.
Like it filled up probably not even 2 weeks.
Oh, my.
Yeah, it was crazy.
There you go.
Yeah, but I lied to you. So Electric Camp is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Sixth, so it's middle school. 6th, 7th, and that's kind of what I figured because when it comes to the little bitty ones, it's not really their thing. But in the high school students, trying to get them interested in a camp, so I thought middle school sounded about right. And don't feel like it's a boy thing. Girls can do that too. You don't see a lot of girls on doing line work, but. What a great career. What a great career. I mean, it's just something to really think about. So, very good. Elizabeth Graves, about to be Elizabeth Fletcher, is joining us in studio. And she is with the Extension Office up here. Tell them, before I take a break, tell them where the Extension Office is and what can you tell us what do you do at the Extension Office? Because you had a big retirement, right? Is he still there or is he retired?
He retired, and we're hiring for his position. We're actually hiring 2 positions. So,
okay.
And you can find the applications online. So we are hiring for a agriculture and natural resources position, extension agent, and then we're hiring for a part-time 4-H program assistant.
Okay, so the one is the full-time position, and then the other one you said is part-time for. And what kind of an age are you looking for that 4-H job?
Any age,
really.
So they'll help out with schools and meeting school clubs, anything like that.
Oh, okay. So what would be the youngest, do you think, that would be available? Like, is that something that somebody that's in high school could apply for?
We will just have to
I don't know.
call the office because I'm not sure.
And that's one of those things. I just always like to, throw it out there so people they go, wow, I'm kind of interested in that. But if there's some particulars about it.
Right.
So just call do you have a number for the Extension Office?
Well,
But I'm putting you on the spot. I'll take a break. And we're talking about Jeff is the one that has retired, right?
Jeff Smith.
Jeff
yeah.
Smith is the one that's retired. I said, hey, is he retired? He did how many years did he work there? He's been there as long as
he worked in Kentucky for a while.
Okay.
And then, oh gosh, I don't know
He's
how.
been there a while because
Yeah.
I know he's been the person that we own some land, and so I have questions about the agricultural community here. Even though I grew up in it in Kentucky, it's a little different down here. But not a lot. It's very similar, but I've forgotten all that I knew when I was in FFA. It's so funny. We've got the gentleman, and his name is escaping me right now. That was the Joe Burns ag teacher, is now at Greenbrier. And I was talking with him yesterday about my background because I love the FFA, or the ag department is just a few doors down from me where I am at Greenbrier. And so I love to go down and talk agriculture with them in FFA because I was in FFA. I had my state degree with FFA.
I do too,
So
yeah.
And it was so funny. He goes, "Do you still know the creed?" I'm like, "No, I'm 60. Cut it out." But he did. He put me on the spot. He's like, "Do you know the creed?" But anyway, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun talking all this stuff. I love this. So even though I grew up in it, I'm old enough and I've been out of it enough that I need help. So I call the extension office. That's where I was going with that, guys. That's my point. I go to the extension office to find out what is going on, and that's where I get all my answers. So very good. So Jeff, thank you for your service to the community and all the work you did. And had a hard time getting him in here, though. I mean, he would come in of some, but after COVID, he's like, "No, I'll talk to you on the phone, but I'm not coming in." So, but anyway, happy retirement, and we'll come back and continue talking with Elizabeth Graves in just a moment. She is with the Extension Office, and the TNCEP, or the TNCEP program, which is just great community classes that she does around Robertson County, cooking and just talking about eating healthy, teaching kids to seniors, all of us. We need to live better and we need to take better care of ourselves, and that's what her job is. So we'll continue talking with her, and we'll go back through. We've gone over the things she wanted to promote, but we'll go back through them if you're just joining us. And we want to pause, though, and talk about my friends Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team, my friends in the real estate community. Here's the deal. If you're selling property, it can be a little bit difficult. And it's if you don't have the images up, if you don't have the video up, if you don't have the things that when people are looking for property that just makes your property leap off the page, you might miss that buyer that's the buyer that needs to see your place. And if you're having trouble with that, maybe you got some property for sale and, oh my goodness, it was just fast and feverish last year. Not so much now. Still a great market, but it's a little different. Interest prices are higher, so it's a different environment. And Barry and Rebecca can help you with that. He's the marketer. We talk a lot about that. She's been at this a long time. I want to say 15, 16 years. She came out of a radiology background and went full-time with real estate, was one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist. He went full-time with real estate out of a marketing background about 5 years ago, I think. But they've been in Cross Plains something like 27 years. They're one of us. They're Robertson Countyans, and they specialize in Robertson County properties, but they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. You can connect with them. Give Rebecca a call at 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425, or connect with them at sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or robertsoncounty.com. And as always, please let them know that U-Turn sent you. And we're talking with Elizabeth Graves, almost Elizabeth Fletcher. Wedding's happening. How's mom doing? Is she a nervous wreck, or is she just like got it all together? Your mom's got it all together. She's like, oh, we got this. But do you have any sisters? Or
nope.
you? Okay, so brothers?
No,
You're the only child. Oh my goodness! Look out! This is going to be a wedding. So that's awesome. I know. Does she have her dress?
Yes.
Of course she does. Okay, I'll tell you one on me. When I'm just not a clothes person. If you haven't figured that out, if it weren't for the fact that I'm teaching school, I would be in a t-shirt pretty much most of the time. I spent too many years in radio, and so I just don't, whatever. So it was the week, maybe a week and a half before my first son got married. I still hadn't gotten a dress. I had my friends threatening to hog tie me, throw me in the back of the car and go find a dress if I didn't find a
my
dress the
goodness.
weekend. It was about, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 days before the wedding. I still hadn't gotten a dress.
Oh my
And I
goodness.
went and found one, and it was a great dress. So I wore it at I wore it, the same dress at one of my other son's weddings, and then I borrowed a dress from Muriel and put the jacket with it and wore it at the other son's wedding. I'm just not a clothes person. It's so funny. One of my friends, she says, "Yeah, they'll just lay you up in that when you die. That'll just be your funeral dress too." And I was like, "No." Anyway, I'm sorry. I digress. But just silliness. But yeah, I figured your mom would have her dress by now. And I'm sure it's spectacular.
Oh,
So,
yes.
I'm sure it's beautiful. Getting ready for a wedding. I got to just hear all the fun things. And so we're talking with Elizabeth Graves, assumed to be Fletcher, and we're talking about all things with Tencept. That is her program where they promote all the things going on in her program, but she's also here to promote the things going on with the extension office. So let's start over in case you're just joining us and give us the rundown. Let's start with the Easter egg hunt.
Okay, so March is extension month, so we like to promote everything extension. If you follow us on our Facebook page, we've been highlighting some employees of the extension office, and
Including you.
including me,
Yes.
including me. But you can find me on there. But so we like to promote the extension office in the month of March. So in lieu of that, we have an Easter egg hunt this Thursday. We are doing an Easter egg hunt at the Highland Rim Research and Education Center located on Experiment Station Road. And this hunt will start at 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock this Thursday, and it is a completely free extension Easter egg hunt. It'll be lots of fun, and then our master gardeners will be there. So if you have any questions about anything garden related, they will be there, and it's a whole lot of fun. And then last year we had some bunny rabbits hopping around.
Oh, fun.
So it was a good time.
Fun. Now tell me the hours one more time in case somebody missed it.
So 4 o'clock is our free Easter egg hunt on Thursday. So it's located at Highland Rim Research and Education Center, located on Experiment Station Road at 4 o'clock this Thursday.
And get your kids out there. Brian Pooley, you need to take your kids Easter egg hunting, talk to the master gardeners because he's a big gardener. We'll be talking about Corbin Creek in a minute. He gets all of his plants out there, but you need to go take them. But anyway, go ahead.
Yes. And then my classes, my upcoming class in April is happening at the Springfield Senior Center on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So come out and see me at 9:30. So it's happening at 9:30 on Tuesday and Thursdays, and we're gonna cook something and have fun. So that's my upcoming classes, and then I'm doing a lot of after school programs. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Doing a after school program. But anyway, so my public class is Eat Well, Feel Well at the Springfield Senior Center on Tuesdays and Thursdays in April at 9:30. And 4-H related news. So a lot of our camps are full, but an empty one, or not an empty, but
Open. There's still some openings.
Open one is 4-H electric camp, and it is for middle school students. And we'll talk about everything electric, and it's an overnight camp. And just call the extension office if you are interested in that.
I love it. So all kinds of wonderful things going on. If you have not paid attention, this is an amazing community, and there's always just fun, amazing things to do. And you can just go up to the Ag Extension office. We were talking a little bit when we first came in where the office is located, but tell them again exactly where you guys are located. It's real convenient right there off the square.
So right there off the square, just like Laverne said, so 408 North Main Street. And we are across from the center and kind of adjacent, diagonal to the courthouse. So
Yeah.
we've got a big 4-H clover on us, and it's the old bank. So that's what the older people know it as, just the old bank.
Well, and the United Way's at the base, at the
Yeah.
bottom, if you go around back, that's where United Way is located. Everybody's pretty familiar with the United Way comes in once a week to just talk about all the nonprofit stuff going on
Yeah.
around town. And so that's also where United Way's officed around back. So it's right there on the corner. You can't miss it. But just as you said, really adjacent to the center and the downtown square and the courthouse. You can't miss it. But I love that you got the big clover there, but
Yes.
just walk in. That's what I have done a lot. When I've had questions, I just happen to be in town. I just come walking in, and usually there's somebody there to talk to me, and certainly some information and brochures and things that that are geared to the questions that I have. So if you're new to Robertson County, I highly recommend that you spend some time at the extension office, go by and see them, and just see all the things going on that are natural resource related. And I just love that you get to be a part of that. How long have you been there now?
A year.
Is it just been a year? It seems like it's been longer than that.
A little more than
little
a year.
bit, because it was the beginning of last year, wasn't it? Because you were finishing school.
Yes.
So, oh, how fun. Okay, so we got to talk wedding stuff. How long have you guys been together? How long have you been dating?
5 years and
Oh
some months.
my goodness. Oh my goodness. How'd y'all meet? I love this hearing the
Well,
backstory.
We've always known each other. So we actually went to church together.
Okay.
And so we've always known each other, and
So sweet.
yeah, we've
All just hometown sweethearts,
yes.
basically.
Which Levi will kill me for saying this, but I've when he was growing up, I was his crush. So he's just marrying his crush.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, how cute is that?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's
I had a little
adorable.
crush on him too. So.
Oh, that's so, yeah, y'all are just adorable. I just love seeing your social media posts, and it's just,
Oh.
it is fun for us old folks to see young love and just to see young love that's doing it right. And we know that God's got a great plan for you. And, just absolutely. Just God bless you, wishing you all the best and all the things that you have going on. But talking with Elizabeth Grace, soon to be Fletcher, next time she comes in here. And I was sorry we didn't get you on sooner for the March being your focus month. But I was off last week, so it kind of limited us a little bit. So, but thank you so much. Anything else you've got before we wrap it up? We've got Laci Beau coming in here. I haven't seen her yet, but she should be bouncing in here talking about Willow Oak here in a moment. Anything else you need to cover before we wrap it up?
I think we're good.
Okay, well, very good.
Thank you
And
for having me on.
well, and I'll let you go ahead and make your way out, and I'm going to go ahead and set and do my breaks, and I've got a couple of other events I've got to mention, but go check out the extension office and talk to them about all the things going on, and give this sweet girl a big hug, congratulating her on her wedding, and I want to see pictures of you with the seniors.
Oh,
I really do. You tell that's going to be wonderful. So anyway, love you, sweetheart. God bless you. Congratulations, and look forward to see her when she's a Fletcher, when she comes back in here. Couple of things before I go to the break. Before Laci gets in here, because we need to promote the big Willow Oak event this weekend, and we've got a couple of other things going on. I'm going to be involved with decisions, choices, and options on Thursday night. I'm going to be at the Hendersonville Baptist Church, and we are going to be there from 6 to 8 p.m., and that is the big fundraiser. If you want to be a part of that, we really encourage you to be a part of that. We talked a lot about it last week, but I just want to, the week before, because I was out last week, but I want to remind you again, decisions, choices, and option is making a difference from the ground up, from the inside out in our schools. It's one of those programs, once you see what they do, you can't unsee it. Programs like that, programs like Open Door, Pregnancy and Resource Center, the Isaiah House, those are just things to me. and I've said this again, but I'm gonna say it again. If you've ever had the opportunity to do mission work out of the country, and you go places and you start working, and you know that you're making a difference in those places, and you think, man, why can't we do this in America? Well, these places that I just mentioned are, and so I can't say enough about. Again, those are my three ones that are just a passion for me. But Isaiah House and Open Door, Pregnancy and Resource Center, and then Decisions, Choices, and Options, which we'll be with on Thursday at Springfield Baptist Church. They're having their big dinner, 6 to 8 p.m. If you want to know more, go to Decisions, Choices, and Options. I don't know if I'm sure that they would welcome you. They'll make room for you. But it's a dinner where it's a fundraiser, of course, but we encourage you to come out and be a part of that. And if you can't come to the dinner, just look into it and please make a donation. Be a life preserver, somebody that's a monthly donor. For a place like Decisions, Choices, and Options, and help us change from the inside out what we need to do after the events in Nashville yesterday at Covenant School, you think, you wring your hands and you're like, what can I do? Well, this is something you can do. You can go in and you can love on these kids in the schools and let them know life doesn't have to be so confusing and so messed up and so evil. And I believe programs like Decisions, Choices, and Options are doing things to help heal us from the inside out. Now, one other program, come on in here, honey. I'm just kind of going through a couple of things. Another program, tomorrow is Vietnam Veterans Memorial Day, Vietnam Veterans Day. And so we're going to be at Springfield Memorial Gardens tomorrow for the next placement of the part of the memorial that we're doing with the Orange Heart Medal. So that's going to be happening on Wednesday, tomorrow, starting at noon. Try to come early, though. They'll have food trucks, best hot dogs in the county. You know that. The veterans come out and they take care of us. But I'm taking some of my kids with me from school, and I'm going to get to be a part of that. So please, please, please try to join us. I've got Terry Wilson coming in to talk a little bit about that tomorrow. But I haven't done my ad yet, Laci, so just hang with me for a second. But that's what's going on. There's a lot going on in the community, and we're going to talk about the big extravaganza happening on Saturday night with Willow Oak. And with that said, I want to pause, though, and talk about my friends, Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Center. They've got an event coming up on Saturday, too. They have got their Full Bloom Festival happening, and that is, of course, on April Fool's Day in Full Bloom Festival at Corbin Creek, and it starts at 9 a.m. And go ahead and pull that microphone to you. You're going to go get you some, what do you call that pink grass?
Mully grass.
Mully grass. I've got some.
That right?
Yeah, but it's wonderful. It's like cotton candy grass, and it's so interesting. Mine's just getting established, and so it's not big and beautiful like yours yet. But and I keep moving mine. I can't find the place where I want it. Do you have yours in full sun?
Full sun. Yes.
Okay.
It works both ways.
Okay.
It does because I have some in not full sun. I want it all down my driveway. That way when you pull
it is, yeah.
It's so pretty.
How long does it bloom for you? How long does it stay pink?
From the time fall starts to the first frost of wintertime.
Okay, so it stays pink that entire time.
That entire time. That's my favorite.
I'm just playing with it. I've just gotten some, and I've been planting it, and I can't decide where it should go, and I haven't taken real good care of it, and it was dry. But it's still alive.
Yeah.
But I've got to get it reestablished. So, but your pictures of your mully grass is just fabulous.
I take as many pictures of that as I do my toddler.
How funny! It is beautiful. It is beautiful. It is absolutely.
She grows it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and it's pretty cool.
Sells out quick.
Yeah,
so I will be there on the first before.
You'll be like, give me my mully, give me my pink grass.
As soon as she sees me, she knows what I want.
That's so cute. Well, I'm going to go get some more too, and I'm going to replant what I've got and get it in a better spot and take better care of it. Amy just shakes her head at me because she knows I'm not very good with plants, but if she will help people like us, y'all. You can go out there, and this would be a really good day to go out. I'm going to come out on Saturday as well and just love on them because I'm going to tell you something. That storm they had was a big hit for them. It tore up one of the greenhouses. I mean, they're there and they're fine and they're going to be fine, but they had some structural damage on one of them. One of them, they just had to restretch the plastic. The other one, they had to do some structural stuff. And go out there and spend some money with our favorite Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Center and love on them and just
One-stop
absolutely.
wall. They have the pots, they have the
Yes.
planting soil, they have everything.
They have absolutely everything you
Go
need.
out there, you'll definitely spend money.
Yes, 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 yes. And go in and check out the gift store. I love the things that Miss Jane makes. I've got the little bowl cozies that I've cooked my stuff in the microwave that she made. Miss Jane, she makes all.
Never made it in the gift store.
Oh, you need to go. Oh, go in the gift store. Go in the gift store. They've got aprons. They've got these little cozies that you put your soup in and you stick it in. If you're heating something in the microwave and the bowl gets hot.
Yeah.
Well, no, you put one of Miss Jane's little cozies in there. And oh, yeah, I've got those.
love that.
I got my new pot holders there. My pot holders were looking pitiful. So I got me some new pot holders. And I just love that she makes them. And it's all also cool. And then there's other craft items that other artisans around the area make. And of course, your CBD products. I can't say enough about what that does for my arthritis. Guys, it really works. It just really works. And so go and love on them. Go spend some money at Corbin Creek right now. I'm just saying. And show them some love and thank them for being one of our full-time sponsors. They'll be opening at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Full Bloom Festival, Corbin Creek Greenhouse. Go out there and get something beautiful, and then go to the big gala happening.
Hold on, let's go back to Corbin Creek. Get
Okay,
the
go
kids
ahead.
dressed up when you go because it's a perfect opportunity to take pictures of them.
Oh,
Love
yes.
doing that.
Yes, yes, yes.
So beautiful out there.
And she welcomes that. She's like, "Yeah, come on," and that's a great point.
Yes.
I see a lot of pictures out there, and it is just beautiful with all the flowers that they have out. You've got your kids in their finery, and you just put them in front of the beautiful flowers. Oh my goodness, you've got your spring
And it's
picture.
cute watching them taking pictures while they carry the stuff to your wagon. That's where the cutest pictures are.
Oh, I love it. How sweet. You can tell the artsy part of you right there.
Or
yeah.
the mom.
Yeah.
It was such chaos because the toddler woke up this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to kill me.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Are you kidding? No, you're fine. You're fine. We had Elizabeth.
No coffee. My eyes are watering.
No, you're fine. You're just beautiful always.
Aw.
And I know this is a busy week for you.
It is a busy week.
You've got a lot going on, and
It's a couple of months for me.
yeah, very much so. But it's happening.
It's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you too. I'm so busy with school right now and all the things. It's
hope you're loving
wonderful.
it. Are you
I
loving it?
am.
Good.
Absolutely.
I know you're such a blessing to them too.
Oh, thank you. But
are.
I love it. I'm just, my only thing that stresses me out is that I don't get to do as much as I want to do because we're still building the program. And so that's my only thing is the kids that are in the audio video
You are
program right
speaking
now.
the choir, sister.
There's just,
I get
I
it.
can't do as much with them as we'll be doing this because I talked to them about where we're going to be in a year, and I've got seniors and and I said, come back and see us. And, if you want to come in, because I've just got, so many ideas and so many things I want to do, but it takes time to build it. And there's just so many hours in the day. We just keep running out of time. So, but we'll get there. We're getting there. And they're having fun.
Well, I think it's important you invite your seniors back. Honestly,
Yes.
you know what my first job I wanted to do was? I wanted to be a radio VJ.
Really?
Really. But I was told that I talked too fast.
Oh, please. You can always slow that down.
I'm trying.
You're great. You have a great on-air presence. And the big thing I told Dr. Osborne, I said, give me every one of the kids in this school for just one semester because they're all broadcasters. They're all broadcasters. Whether you want audio video touches, I had Ed Cook in yesterday. And he came in and talked to the kids and auctioneer and all that kind of stuff, And so he came in and he was talking to them about, and I said Ed Cope. But anyway, he was talking to the kiddos about all the things going on in business and in public speaking and all of that. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just lost my train of thought. But anyway, because I said the wrong name. But anyway, you know how you do. But anyway, he came in and he was talking to the kiddos about all the opportunities and things out there. And I don't want them to miss the opportunity that is out there. So anyway,
And everybody loves a Southern accent. I don't care what anybody says.
yes, absolutely. And and I guess what my point was is we were going to talk about the fact that broadcasting touches everything.
Right.
Everything. And that's why Ed and I were talking about how he needs to hire somebody to come out and run his social media, and he needs a young person that understands it all. And so we were just talking about how that we're all broadcasters. That's where I was going. I'm sorry I went down a rabbit hole, but it's just not hard for me to do. So, young lady, what do you want to talk about?
What do you want to start with? I'm just kidding.
I think we start with, of course, the gala.
Here's
the
your
gala. The gala.
Congratulations.
Aw, they're so sweet.
So we love that you guys came last year, so we want to invite you back this year.
Thank you very
Well, we thank you for everything you do in support of
That's
Willow
very
Oak.
kind. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
so we are having this gala to me is special because we get to say every year that it funds our programs.
Yes.
It helps fund our programs. This year it's helping fund the expansion of our programs because of the new building we received, which has been amazing. It's been fully operational. I think the road frontage has helped us, our visibility.
Oh, yeah.
People are just stopping in. I had one lady say, I think I did an illegal U-turn in the road. I saw watercolor, and then I saw Willow Oak, and I connected the two. So we were excited about that. So she just brought a group of church friends that have never even heard of Willow Oak.
You're kidding. How in the world have you? That's the thing that blows my mind are people that have not heard of you guys. And you've been here how long?
Since 2007.
Wow.
I guess they need a new marketing person, I think.
No. No, I mean,
just
because
kidding.
people know what it is people just kind of have they have their head in their life and that they're very just zoned in on that. And you know,
finding the right place to market an art center. So we do billboards, but some of our demographics that we want to attract, like the retired women and men of around here, they're not always on Facebook. They're not on social media.
Exactly.
We haven't gotten them yet to sign them up for our emails and stuff like that, but we will.
Yeah. So, I mean, but that is
growing.
yes. And, but it's an amazing program and there's so many good things that they have going on there.
Here's
So,
your schedule to flip through while we talk about the gala. Speaking
okay.
of
That
amazing
there, it sounds good.
programs. And I brought these if you want to share them with your students.
Okay. Oh yeah. For I love that. Yes. I'll take them to school with me this morning.
Definitely. There's volunteer
Macrame
opportunities
class.
if kids need service hours. There's lots of classes from ages, toddlers to 97 and a half, 99, 102.
Until just it's no limit. And I've got to mention this, since I am with Robertson County Schools and I am a school teacher and our director of schools is in the choral and in the chorus and in the choir, in the choir or the
Corral.
Chorale. I knew I wasn't saying it right.
Willow Oak Corral.
I knew I wasn't saying it right, but
I still don't say it right sometimes. It depends who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Whatever they're more comfortable with calling it is what I call it.
well, and they're going to perform, right?
Yeah, they're performing the Requiem. Is that right? I said that right in June. June 2nd. It's going to be the same day that they do the Elmwood. the
Oh,
Historical
yes.
Society.
Okay, so they're not going to be at the gala performing
They are not performing at the gala
because they did last year.
They did last year.
Okay, so I thought they were performing on Saturday.
They wanted a special concert of their own.
Okay.
And so, or it's just the way that it worked out. We just worked
Okay.
it out to where they
Sure,
can
sure.
have their own concert. We're going to miss them at the gala for sure.
Absolutely.
It still doesn't feel right because this is the first gala that they haven't been performing.
Okay.
But we're excited about, we have keynote speakers this year.
Oh.
So we've got people to really intertwine how art makes a community thrive to the people who are attending the
That'll be
gala.
wonderful.
Yeah. We're really kind of spotlighting our artists this year. That have
Okay.
donated to our silent auction because we have so many local artisans that I don't think people know how lucky we are. Our community could really thrive through their craft and what they have to offer us. So I just really want to highlight them. I want to highlight that, they're the ones making our first Friday night markets and our art in the parks and our anything that's craft and handmade markets possible. We have Springfield's having a vintage, an antique and garden market.
When is that?
That is going to be May 4th and 5th.
Okay.
It's that first weekend in May, but I'm bringing that up because these are also artisans that are putting on these kinds of events.
How cool.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
And if you get this, you're going to go, oh, I want to crochet a market bag. I want to make one of those. Isn't that cool? I love
we're
that.
forever applying for grants. That way we can offer these classes for free or almost free, depending on teacher instructions with the Tennessee Arts Commission. Last semester, anything that we offered using fabric, like sewing, quilting, we were able to do for free because we had a grant with the fabric.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Oh, that is so cool. See, sign
So
language.
just keep up with stuff like that. Oh, the sign language course. Now that is a commitment, but that is wonderful.
I would love to do that. I would love to learn sign language.
Our program coordinator has been after sign language because we had it at one time. It was 7+ years ago because it was before I was there, and everybody loved it. So
Well, that's something that I've always had in my mind, and I know my husband's like, really, really, Laverne, you have no other time. But that is something that I would love to invest in. And it's not a big investment. And for beginners, April 10th through July 3rd, and that is on Mondays from 6 to 7:30. So, I mean, if you want to be able to help communicate with people, I mean, we've got people that sign at our school, and I would just love to be able to do that. I think that's wonderful.
We ultimately that's what we would like at every concert and recital that we put
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Have an interpreter there. That would be wonderful.
Yeah, that would be fabulous. So.
Speaking of concerts and stuff, the sanctuary is being turned into an event hall and a performance hall. We could have like those bluegrass things
How
that we've
beautiful.
talked
Let me see.
about. So you can take some time to study that. So when we talk about the expansion of the church and the programs, when the church donated it to us, they donated it to us as it is, and it's perfect. It's almost like it was meant to be a church and it was meant to be Willow Oaks, and we're forever thankful.
Isn't
for
that
it.
cool? Yeah.
But we have classes that we've been fully operational even during the move. But there's just some renovations that need to be made to make
Sure.
it handicap accessible. Some bathrooms need to be made bigger. We need wheelchair access. That's the kind of things that these events fund. Or this specific event helps fund.
So, what do people need to do to get tickets to Saturday night? Our tickets still, and it's called
Tickets
Blues.
are not available.
So it's sold out.
It is sold out.
Okay.
So
But if they want to donate, they absolutely can.
they absolutely can donate. And if I know that we filled up our certain amount of tables, but I also know that the numbers turned into catering. We may have a little wiggle room if anybody wants tickets.
And
if
you
they
just
see
haven't
us,
heard of it.
and
Yeah.
they just haven't heard of it. So just give us a call and let's talk to Musetics. Don't quote me on that. I don't know everything. There may be a few tickets. I know if there's not any more than a table or two that we could fit in.
Okay.
And that's not squeezing in, because that's the big thing, is to make it comfortable. The band is amazing. Well, like I said, we'll have keynote speakers. Her name is Melody Provenzano. I want everybody to Google her right now. She is a wonderful artist. She graduated from Parsons School of Design in New York, and I was so lucky to come across her. She's so insightful, and she's just like, if she were here with me, you would just love her. She's just fun, and
She's speaking.
she's speaking.
Okay.
So she was, let's just say, some of her big projects where she was commissioned for window designs in New York City for Saks Fifth Avenue, Louis Vuitton, places like that.
Oh, wow.
So she's speaking on her insightfulness of what seeing community thrive through art has been, what Willow Oak means to her, and just her, I guess, how she feels about it all.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know her speech.
Yeah, but it's just like, but it
kind of, that's what she gave me the idea of.
I love it. I love
too.
it. But it'll be inspiring. It'll be exciting. And she's one of those that's just engaging. I love listening to wonderful speakers. That's just one of my things. That, to me, that is highly entertaining. When I can hear somebody that just is good at that craft.
And
That's
passionate.
Yes, and about what they're talking about. You can pretty much fire me up about anything if you can present it in an exciting way. And so that's wonderful. I think we'll enjoy that.
You will definitely enjoy that. And
real.
you'll enjoy her. I'll make sure to introduce you guys.
So wonderful, wonderful. It's going to be a great evening. So you might be able to twist Musetta's arm and get a ticket out of her.
Right? I mean,
We'll see. We'll see. And, I'll go ahead.
it just really depends on catering numbers. That's all it depends on.
Yeah.
If the catering numbers are there, then we can definitely sell more tickets, because we have the space, because Roger spaces everything so comfortably.
Yes. So it'll be a wonderful night. So hope to see you there. And thank y'all for allowing me to come again. And I'm just looking at some of these classes. There's Mommy and Me classes that are just wonderful. Just all kinds of fun things you can do with your kiddos. If you want to come out, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read what they are. But you've got some of the ones, you've got bee stamp painting, right? Bubble wrap hydrangeas. That sounds fun. I bet the kiddos would love that.
There's so many artists that use bubble wrap for mixed media and acrylic.
Really?
Yes, it's so fun. So learning that at a young age and how to do that is fun.
That is neat. Canvas letter painting for kiddos. They've got just all kinds of fun little painting classes and kiddos. These are the Mommy and Me classes, Kid Create classes coming up. As somebody who does photography,
So he's a National Geographic photographer. He
See?
is wonderful.
I would love to take his class. I really, really would. I don't know if I can make it work because I've always done photography with film, and I've not done digital, and I'm learning. And I am turning my place into a photo place.
Yeah.
And my barn's going to be a photo studio. And so I've got to get better. And so I really need to sit at the
Is
feet
that what
of
that
any.
course is, beginning?
It is basic photography. Learn use manual settings, and of course no.
That's exactly what you
no
need.
cell phones, no cell phones. But I just it would be probably really good for me to just get the basics down. And I've self-taught my son, that's the engineer. He put himself through college taking pictures of cars and videos of cars. He got very good. And so he's been able to teach me a lot, but he's in Alabama. So when I'm trying to learn things, because digital and film are very different. And
I need to give you my cheat sheets. I need to give you my books.
well, I've got a lot. I've got a lot, but I would love to have anything.
Cheat sheets.
I've got. If you're a photographer and would like to mentor me, that would be wonderful. Because I want to get really really good, and I want our place to be a place that just you get. It's a unique picture you can't get anywhere else.
Okay, so
and we're gonna make that
my best
happen.
advice is to practice with automatic mode in your DSLR, and then look at the settings because it will still tell you the settings that it's set at, and then you can play with mode, with your manual mode based on what those settings are set at. You can't teach an eye, but you can teach technique.
Oh, interesting. That's very good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I knew you were a photographer as well, but I appreciate the fact that that's one thing too. When you're talking what I love about Willow Oak, if you're like, well, I want to do this too, you've got people who will mentor you.
Oh, definitely.
They will mentor you and help you. And that's how you learn things, is from people who are already doing it. And you're like, wow, you do that really well. Will you teach me? That's how it works, guys. And that's what they do here.
Being encouraging. At our gala this year, I made it a point to twist arms with our instructors to come. So you'll actually get to meet the people who donated the items. Our macrame instructor will be there. We've got, our keynote speaker she sends her son to art camp at Willow Oak. We have 7 weeks of art camp this year.
Oh, wow. When is that going to open up? Because that's one of those.
Those are open.
Those
are
open.
and they are filling up.
They will fill up quick. We had Elizabeth in here talking about 4-H camp, and it's full.
Yep.
And so
4-H camp has been competitive since my kids were going.
Oh, yeah. If you want to go to any kind, these camps fill up, guys. So if you've got a kiddo that you want to be involved in this, you have got to reach out and get going with this right away.
And we also have one of the weeks, I'm not sure, I think that it's in here, is a Spanish-speaking camp.
Oh, wonderful.
So
we need to put that on WDBL.
Yes, whoever can help, everyone who can help us get that camp filled up, please do.
Okay.
We want that going to the right places.
Okay.
That way it is.
Do you have somebody that can promote that over at WDBL?
No. Do I?
We need a Spanish speaker within.
Oh, we do
within
have a
Willow.
translator.
Yeah, so
Yes.
you need to come on and talk to
Yes.
Ilyu about that as well.
I thought you were like, do I? I'm like, yeah, do I? That is June 26th to the 30th.
Okay,
Spanish-speaking art camp.
so very good.
Yeah.
So tell the dates one more time.
So the first camp is June 5th through the 9th, and that's beginner art camp. And then every week after, we've got beginner art camp, intermediate art camp, advanced art camp, Spanish speaking art camp. And then we skip the week of July 4th because we've learned.
Yeah.
July 10th through the 14th is beginner art camp kicks off again. And then we have a STEAM art camp. The 17th through the 21st, and then nighttime work. Because, a lot of teenagers work during the day or they're babysitting during the day.
Sure.
So the evening, we have Master Drawing Lab.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
And that's Emily Sharon, and she's the Joe Burns high school art teacher.
Okay.
Holy Hannah, the kids love her.
And explain the STEAM one. Explain everybody what that is.
Okay, so we've got Mr. Mark Schlipp, who is a teacher at another school in Robertson County. I so apologize for not knowing which school he's at right now. I know that he had swapped schools, I think. Anyway, he was actually Miss Emily Sharon's mentor from Joe Burns. So if there. But anyway, so I remember that much. I don't want him to say it. Like, how does she not know that? He is doing the STEAM, which is, they've had the STEM around. So they've added the art back to the STEM.
Okay.
So it'll be science integrated with art, integrated with engineering, just fun stuff.
I'm fascinated by that.
Right.
That just as soon as you said that, I'm like, okay, I know what STEM is.
You know what Gateway STEM, they offer stuff like that, but they're transitioning. So actually today I'm going to the Innovation Academy because they've got the state coming to approve them for some cool things that are happening there. So I'm going
Okay.
to speak on behalf
So
of the Innovation
and it's
Academy.
STEM, and it's STEAM.
STEM plus art. Yep,
STEM plus art is STEAM.
STEAM, yes.
STEAM.
They're transitioning it because, and I think it's a great
Interesting.
thing. I'm sure it
Yeah.
has something to do with how the funding for art is the first thing to go. So if they could integrate that, so in
Yeah.
everyday schools, it's amazing. And
that's
then
a great idea.
Gateway STEM, they have their art camps too. I always like to mention them just because I adore them. They've got their Astro camps and that fun stuff in Springfield too.
Okay.
There's so much for kids here.
I love it. So much going on. If you have not met Miss Laci Beau, she is all things at Willow Oak. What is your official title, though?
Marketing, communications, and event coordinator.
There you go. That's a
Yes.
mouthful. That's why she's very busy right now. And she has a very active, extraordinarily cute toddler and teenagers at home.
Right.
So, and an adorable husband to take care of as well. So, busy lady.
He's helpful.
Yes, he is.
And then we've got our art fest.
Okay.
Known as the
When's that?
Multicultural Arts. We'll come back and talk about it, but May 13th.
May 13th, you've got the Art Fest, and that's always a wonderful time. And it's going to be at Travis Price.
Nope, this one's at the center.
This one's at the center.
This is what we hope turn next year into a nighttime street festival.
Oh,
Light
that'd
it
be
up,
great.
Just like they have across the gun. Oh, I just want it so bad.
We'll get there.
Bring Portugal to Robertson County.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
I have to tell you. So this is the big art fest where we have all the different cultures. Then
Yes.
this one, I love that one. I could not go last year. I had a conflict with my family. But it is, if you've not been, you just don't know what you're missing. The rich culture and the diversity that we have just so close to us. And to be able to get a little taste of that. I tell people all the time, I've got so many friends that are newcomers to this country, and they enrich my life so beautifully because I go and visit Egypt when I go and see them. I go and visit the Latino countries. I've got friends from Peru, dear friends from Peru. And of course, we've got, Puerto Rico. We've got Ilyu Maldonado. He's Puerto Rican, and of course, that's one of ours. But you know what I mean. It's got its culture all in of its own. Even though it's part of our country, it's still its own culture. And so you've got so
dances
much.
are different. The music is different.
Yes.
Ukrainian music. They've got a hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
like, pop, folk, indie jam that they do, and I'm just obsessed with it. I just wish I could speak Ukrainian.
Well, yeah, I had a friend from Ukraine that was in just a couple of weeks ago. Well, she was on her spring break. Her mom and dad are still over there. I mean, her family's just, I've had them in, her mom and dad, when they were in the country. But her dad's still in Kyiv. Her mom goes back and forth between Poland. Her sister's in Switzerland, and she's here in the States going to school. And so we had her in, and she came in and talked to the kiddos, and just the opportunity to hear from these different cultures. But yeah, if you have, there's a lot of Ukrainians here now that you need to get to know, y'all. They're around so many wonderful, diverse cultures.
Well, you're the boss this weekend because this is Mother's Day weekend. So tell them that we're partnering with Oz Nashville on top of the Global Education Center.
So talk to me again. What now?
Sorry. That's Mother's Day weekend.
Okay.
So May 13th, we're partnering with Oz Nashville this year on top of the Cultural Center in Nashville, along with Global Education Center. So from 10 to 12 when it first opens, it's going to be dedicated to the littles. It's going to be interactive storytelling, mini drums, teaching them how to use an African drum.
Oh, fun.
Really fun stuff for them. And we'll still
that's
have
cool.
the face painting but it's going to be more interactive so that they can actually experience it just a little more.
Well, and like you said, that's one of those days I can say, hey, I want the grandkids.
Yeah, you're
on
the
Saturday.
boss.
Yeah, exactly.
At least from 10 to 12.
Well,
and they can
there
to
you go.
brunch.
And I usually get time with my family on the day before Mother's Day because there's other mothers to compete with on Mother's Day, my daughter-in-law and her mom and all
Right.
that. So that's usually the time I get some time with them.
Experience Robertson County and the Tennessee Arts Commission gave me a little bit more money than I thought that I would even get, so I get to spend it for the community, and I am so excited.
Isn't that wonderful?
So super thank you. to
Okay,
them.
it's starting to warm up. Everything's starting to happen. We're getting real busy. Be a part of what's going on in Robertson County because it is wonderful and it is fun. And I hope you can come and join us on Saturday night to kick really kind of just kick things off.
Yeah.
With all that's going on with Blues in the Night at the Willow Oaks Gala, and it's going to be absolutely
It would be
wonderful.
special to sell a couple of tickets because somebody heard this on there.
That would be
would be
wonderful. So
wonderful.
there you go. Hopefully we can sell a couple of tickets if y'all can make room for them.
Right.
So there you
Make
go.
room.
Okay, I'm going to go out with my commercial for Cumberland Connect. My friends, if you have not experienced high-speed internet, and if you're one of those that, like myself, had terrible internet, oh, you don't know what you're missing. It's so nice, so nice. It's so funny. I had one of the computers that I have was acting up on the weekend. I was trying to play a video that for my house church, and it was the computer's problem. It wasn't the internet, and we switched computers, and it was just fine. I love knowing that because whenever something starts acting up, I'm like, well, I know it's not my internet because I got Cumberland Connect, and I got a gig. You can have a gig too if you're a Cumberland Electric customer. It's very easy to find out if you're eligible. Number one, you got to be a Cumberland Electric customer. They may already be in your neighborhood. You can go to cumberlandconnect.org, cumberlandconnect.org. You can put in your zip code, and you'll find out if they're in your neighborhood, and then call them, and they'll come hook you up. Or if you want to see what the availability is, put your zip code in and find out when they're going to be knocking on your door. You can also call them at 1-800-987-2362, 1-800-987-2362. And if you're somebody that says, I would love to have internet, but I just can't financially handle it, well, it's a utility now. Everybody needs the internet just like we used to need our telephones. But you've got the Affordable Connectivity Program providing qualifying households with monthly credit to help pay for internet services. And if you're eligible, you could receive a credit of up to $30 per month toward broadband service. If you want to know more, get in touch with our full-time wonderful sponsor, Cumberland Connect, cumberlandconnect.org. When you talk to them, please always let them know that U-Turn sent you, and thank them for being one of our sponsors. Laci Beau, anything on the way out? We're heading out.
Nope, it was so good to see you.
It was so good to see you too, and I will look
See
forward
you Saturday
to
night.
Absolutely. I got to figure out what I'm going to wear because I'm terrible. Oh, thank you. Can't wait. We'll see you later. God bless, and thank you guys for joining us. And on the way out, I do want to say again and remind you that we do have the Vietnam Vets Day. Vietnam Veterans Day is tomorrow. Come be a part of what we have going on at Springfield Memorial Gardens at noon. I'm going to be there. Terry Wilson's going to come in and talk to us about that. We're going to try. We thought about calling Ken, but I hated to get Ken gambling this late. He's so busy usually on the day of. But thank you for joining us. This is 1100 WSGI. God bless.